Okay, so junior year of flight school has begun, and we have came with an ultimate resolve. So this is the year to take Aichi, so everybody get their battle stations. So I made a deal with the air rail because they kept on, crying, being bitch trying to work their way to Hollywood. I told them that they have limited time, and so me and Chris and Sean all had a debate. And so what happened was this: Chris turned himself in because he was tired of the air rail not holding on the passion, holding on the cringe, and, not surpassing the limits and defeating the whole purpose of why we work hard for our childhood and why we work hard as adults. So I've been trying to get them out of here over and over and over again, but there was just too much fucking problem, too much shit being bitch too many, fake people support them. So, they just keep them relevant, they don't do shit. They just use me as ammo to get to me personally. They're really just the internet for them. So I told them if they want to live in an imaginary world, then it's okay. I already got my few matches and I already got my junior year promise. Now that I got the groove of things going on, I'll let you have your little petty shit. But I said one year. Because the whole point of this was Christopher Sabat was not okay with being under the pressure of knowing that they exist and knowing that I work hard. It's absolutely tremendous and crazy because if you know him, he's one of the strongest from the older generation. When they play off versus I know how to cheat for a living, and hiding behind Computer King is bullshit, and he thinks that's the ultimate fucking angle, and that's what he uses to get at me. Like, you're just like me and I have a broken hip. You can deal with what I can never deal with. That's why I keep doing it. Oh, but in actuality, I wanted to label Christopher Sabat the bad guy because I was trying to lock him up last year. It wasn't that, but he was promised to stay because he's the one who created Camp Sweeney, because he's the one who actually worked with medical condition, because he was open about a medical condition, he was also open about being in a gang, and all this understanding gets in the way of me getting rid of him. So if the blonde-haired prince wants to stay on the throne, I make sure he's handcuffed like Gold Roger. So the agreement for this year, if you want to continue the aerial bullshit where I already destroyed you, fatherize you and save this planet Earth, then this entire year will be you supporting Chris, because I made a deal with Sean. I'm like, you know what, Sean, you could have changed because you're supposed to be Kakashi of Nons, and you could have put emphasis on strategy instead of non-stop action. So I'm all like, it came down to a time where we literally had to erase their DNA with the fucking service machine and bring it back to life when they behave, because they just would not let go of this passion shit. They did the stone. Mama Shita capped me a couple of times, I made fun of her tits. I told Sean that literally these nerds are onto this thing called symbolism. And you know how in Naruto it says, in order to gain the Mangekyou Sharingan, you have to end up killing your best friend. So you're willing to turn heartless in order to create a higher power. You see how this bitch's Spandex is acting like a Soviet midget? If you let Chris go, then the nerds will have no reason to hold on to symbolism. Seriously, the lesson behind that is to let you know people could change, but no, they both got knocked out at the same time. So we defeated the purpose over and over and over again, but I already got my cake, so it's good. If you want to support Crazy Christopher Sabat instead of, Sean and shit, we split the year into two, so you gotta be on the side of Chris or you gotta be on the side of Sean. And I'm on the side of Sean, where strategy, outrageous situation that we used to love Dragon Ball Z in childhood. And if you wanna know, an insider, the reason why there's multiple voice actors like people for Totally Styles, like Sheldon Showdown, like other American cartoons, etc., is because it's to make sure the character has a more vibrant voice. If you're high tier like me and Christopher Sabat like me, I don't have to have a double voice for Goodbye or Zap. That's why Chris is so fucking crazy. Maniacal, and that's why he's one of the best voice actors of all time. That voice of Goku, all that vocal ability, all that shit came from him doing the after image of him going to prison, him finding life, him dodging bullets just like me. He was animated, he got to release his anger on a cartoon, and that's what really made it animated. But as a joke, I'm leaving Christopher Sabat as a fucking prop, so Lily, if you know how Disney plays work, fucking, it's Big Bad Christopher Sabat! Whoa, I want Brianna! Chris, you gotta get Brianna! The entire year, you're gonna be supporting Christopher Sabat literally on stage like fucking Ace was in the War Best. While Chris is yelling Brianna handcuffed on top of the roof the whole year. If you want to support this shit, go ahead, but there are rules and regulations, and it's already been stated that I'm having a couple battles. Not only have they been pre-recorded, anime pro battles and anime rap battles have been recorded on Funimation, on the dock, on the counter. We have just been flinging our dung, absorbing our wealth from our success from last year. The company is only 7 months old and we're almost done with Ants. So this is the real junior year since I could have junior year 2020. So talking to a voice actors of Beavis and Butthead will actually be a thing. So what we're doing now is Funimation isn't just a fundraiser for children. Funimation is a base for NASA. Funimation is a multi-dimensional platforms, is reaching out to different parts of society. Due to Dragon Ball Z's success in the US, not only am I inspiring, kids and adults to be better, but I'm also, like having to reach out to multiple programs because I figured out, tools of science, so I'm creating things because IQ high in real life, and there's gonna be an IQ high in NOS. Because we're figuring out a lot more than anime here, so we're doing a whole lot of testing, So we are, shifting gravity, rotating the rock as we call it. We are, shifting the rock where we make this custom anime. That anime that I posted on the other side is literally everything I am as a writer. What they did was they took bits and pieces of my YouTube and played Scramble and they made a custom anime. So this is Kimmy. They are getting it on paper. There's relay. And that's for a very good fucking reason. Started the misspell show on the internet in general. You know what? We got our shit. And it's raw, so fuck what you say. During years we got this from pretty lit. As far as the non-specials, I'm trying my hardest, but no one will let me draw shit. And I'm in the middle of finishing an arc. So if you're wondering, go check the newest South Park episodes for weekly updates on my channel. Or when the new My Hero comes out, you definitely be updated.
The all sick in waves, cause we don't let it exude decay. Because I get it play every day, and they play my balls like NBA. They say great fights think alike, so they do what Simon saying. Fuck you and Max shoes, woman and the booze, king pieces to the blood, so with no clues. Will bad, sharp cookies come fuck with me. My little Chi-Chi will make it scream. I'm so into it, this pixie cannot refuse it. I don't wanna use it, but it's far apart. I'm abused it, dirty, dirty, freaking music. I like when I want to remove it. See, they see it first, and I said, you bitch. See, fuck up my G-Unit. We like the way she do it. I wanna take you away, cause this music and this video that you're at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this video can't misguide you at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this music is good dick, cause you're at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this music is good dick, got you at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this music is just good to capture at the Gala Crane. I come for this like a bucket, so I love to eat out my banana. I'm gonna go on with the way to get that time. I will prefer the movie theater, everywhere I will be with her. I will bang her and her sister, and if she lucky at this, my kisser, I'll punch her right in her kisser and make her throw up the liquor. This song will go fix the party sicker. Captain Prince, then I take a picture. Then I'm done, when I'm done every description. All the girls that say yeah and papa, all the girlies say yeah and papa, all the girlies say yeah and papa. Yeah, they will be a baby mama, yeah, they will be a baby mama, yeah, they will be a baby mama, yeah, they will be a baby mama. It's super spicy for papa, and I got you but I ask you. Got that me to decide that dude. But she told me look at me and I refuse. I don't fuck with this tattoos. I fuck with rapping with tattoos. These are my nuts just like cashews. These are my nuts just like cashews. These are my nuts just like cashews. I got to guess what's your issue. I wanna take you away, cause this music ain't this video that you're at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this good day can't misguide you at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this music is good day, cause you're at the hell of great. I wanna take you away, cause this music is